positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Moore will throw. That's caught. It's Green. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Intercepted. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
You know, you would have thought that after having 3 interceptions in their last game, the quarterback would absolutely never throw this guy's way. But here we are. We're in the first drive, and they're trying to be aggressive, and they're attacking.
Bringing it back. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
To the air, it's Underwood. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Right on target this time. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Quarterback keeper. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Trying to barrel in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Michigan. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Wants to adjust the pattern. More to the air. Buys a little extra time. He'll try to do it himself. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. The give on the option. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Napier. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Gonna run it. It's Hughes. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, as this offense is trying to find their rhythm and try and get on the scoreboard here, trailing 7-0, it's been the running game that has gotten them into position in this drive, right? You're down in the red zone now. It looks like the quarterback's probably going to have to do his part and make a big throw. Let's see if he can do it.
And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Punch it out of the air. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Moore. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with his speed.
The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. On the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Michigan offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. The short hands, it's Marsh. Turning it on. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
They'll run it from the gun. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll throw on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Duff. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. Rides the back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Underwood. He's going to let one fly down the middle. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Might be calling a hot route. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
To the ground to try to move the chains. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. To the air on first down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Pulls in the deep ball. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. He wants to throw it again. Spits it out to the back. That's reeled in. It's Hill. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line is set on third down. He wants to change this route. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He rifles one deep down the middle. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in third and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, third in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is, and this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it. They get the big pick.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Quarterback keeps it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Pocket breaking down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. The give out of the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback may change this route. Moore will throw. Here's the pressure. He makes a catch. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback, who makes a sure tackle. And the Ducks in the hurry-up. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Casper. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards in this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Quick completion on the outside. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass, it's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of
a shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Quarterback making checks. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for this offense. Wants to go up top. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Ducks! They take the lead with the 6. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He's run out of bounds at the 41, and he was oh so close to breaking that return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Got room to work. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Leaves it with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Direct snap. The run and the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Makes a move. He'll bring it back out to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds there. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Rides to back on the option, the give. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play. And you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Still looking on the move. Running into the open space. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Got a man. It's Napier. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Ducks want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Fires to the tight end. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Might be changing the route. Johnson looking to throw. Lets it fly. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Wide receiver going in motion. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's done. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on third down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Pushed back behind the chains. It's first and 15. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Fires left. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? In that loss last week, he just never got comfortable. Threw 3 picks, but much better today.
Much better taking care of the football. Listen, being the leader, he made the one mistake, but did a good job moving on from it, leading this offense, and ultimately getting the dub today.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's done. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, first and 10. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry? Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Underwood. This time he's got his man. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Morgan. Touchdown, Michigan. A great catch and run for 6.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Johnson wants to throw it. He's taking a deep shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the catch. It's Hughes. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Underwood. throws to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason, because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great, David, but let's see these guys fight to the end.
It's not great, but keep fighting, keep spinning that pill around. Use every second on this clock to try to get this game as close as you can.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Chopped out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And after this play, the cake will be baked. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team just, they find a way to get things.
Oh, guys, that was much needed. Holy. Hey, this thing is out. Can't use this. The same organ user. The ball he lost to you. And I really beat it. Was really up there. So. Just 8 minutes. Nice. Miami should have been so dumb, bro. We had that balance. Now Miami's about to take a second conference loss, but that's just and he got the tiebreaker over me. 2-0. But I don't think Ole Miss play. Miami has a tiebreaker over me, but it's about to beat Ole Miss. So he's gonna be 10-2. This nigga, that nigga. Lost to Penn State for no reason. For no reason. Both my losses were for no reason.